Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and just a very quick pineapple guava video today because this is a different variety. This very small fruit here, and it's about the size of a walnut, is the only fruit that's set on a different variety this year that's called Marion. It's either Marion or Marian. I'm not too sure if it's got an A or an O, but it only set the one fruit. It was very poor health last winter, and I actually repotted the plant in spring, and it responded really well with a lot of growth, but it only had 1 or 2 flowers on it and 1 set. Now I'm going to say that this is not going to be representative of what you might expect, I think, on a well-established Marion, because this is particularly small for a commercial variety of Feijoa or pineapple guava. So I'm guessing that normally these would be the same sort of size as a Triumph. Now, what I don't know is if the shape on these is typically round, or if this just happens to be a round one because it's a very small, immature fruit. But I still thought that it'd be fun to cut it in half and have a look inside and see what it looks like inside, just to see if it's edible. So let's just see if I can manage to do this with one hand. Easier said than done. Looks like quite, sorry about the clattering, looks like quite a pale flesh fruit inside. Yeah, certainly quite white. Skin looks fairly thin. There's not too much of the harder flesh around the outside that they have. This is quite a large gel content for compared to the size of the fruit, so it might taste okay. Let me pause the camera and flip it around and we'll have a look. Back to the video. We've had torrential rain all night. In fact, it's been raining heavily for the last few days. This has probably forced some of the fruits to drop. As I said, I only had 1 fruit on the Marion, and I didn't know if it was going to reach a barely edible size, but actually doesn't look too bad inside. It's quite soft, the flesh. It had fallen off this morning when I had a look outside. I'm filming this on the 3rd of November, I think. Hard to tell because it's such a small fruit. It does taste a little bit different to the Triumph, I would say. It's quite tangy. Got a little bitterness to it. I'll just squeeze a bit of juice onto the refractometer just to see out of curiosity what the Brix is, but I don't think it'd be very representative because obviously it's such a small, immature fruit. I don't think it'll have much. Well, it won't be reliable, the sugar content. Let's have a look and see. Okay, wow, that's much higher than I expected. In fact, that might be almost the highest I've seen on a pineapple guava. 16.5. Not what I was expecting at all, to be honest, for the Brix. Fascinating. That probably explains why it's got a reasonable flavour for such a small fruit. I would imagine if this fruit would get bigger, let's just try and see if I can eat the skin on its own. It's got that normal bitterness that pineapple guavas have when you eat them on their own. But I'm glad that I got to try 1 Marion this year, and hopefully in the next week the mammoth will be ready. Taste changes after it gets more tangy after you've had the flesh in your mouth for about 10 seconds. When you first put it on, it's got that sweet kick, and then it gets that sort of tanginess to it. So interesting. As I said, don't know if it'll be representative of how Marion would be in the future, but I don't doubt next year we'll get a few more fruits on it so we can see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Share the video if you think anybody might be interested in that variety. Please subscribe to my channel, and remember to click on the bell if you like updates on new videos as they come out. I'll catch up with you all in the next video. Brett out for now.